Hey guys, it's Diamond Ultra and welcome back to another Dying Light 2 video. In today's video I'm going to be going over the tower raid. I'll be explaining the basic concepts, giving you guys tips and tricks, advice, just everything you need to know about tower raid. Now before I get into this video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you find yourself coming back. But anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Now firstly, what is tower raid? Tower raid is a new kind of event where you head into a tower, complete some certain floors, get to the top, kill an aberration, and if you're doing the elite one, you kill a demolisher as well. Now firstly, how to get to tower raid? You can get to it by the main menu and heading over to raid hub, or you can go into Villedor, go to the bazaar and find this poster right here, and then go to raid hub that way. Now once you're at raid hub, you got two people that you can talk to. You got Jay, who will pretty much help you with the tower raid. Everything for tower raid will be involved with him. He'll give you session perks, which I recommend getting to reincarnation. He'll give you weapons, and for weapons I recommend getting blunt weapons for bounties, and only those. He'll also give you items that you can unlock in tower raid and that you can purchase at the end of every floor. I'll talk about that in a second. But he'll also give you blueprints that'll help you with tower raid. Now for the blueprints, I recommend getting the Molotov. This thing will save you a lot of time. The decoy, which will help you a little bit in most situations, but not a lot. But the main points are the toughness boosters and the muscle boosters. You got to get these. These are very, very important and will help you with tower raid a lot. And another important thing about Jay is that he'll give you perks that'll help you with tower raid. These perks are game changers. When you first start off tower raid, it is almost impossible to complete by yourself. But with these perks, you'll pretty much breeze through the floors no problem. So make sure you're playing and getting these perks. I'll talk about how you can get them in a second. And also make sure to take a look at the achievements because these will help you rank up with Jay so you can get more perks and get through the floors a lot faster. Now moving on from Jay, we got Sola, who will give you bounties to complete so you can rank up with her and unlock things to buy, which will go to your stash in Villedor, to your save. So pretty much everything that you get from her will go to your stash in Villedor for your main game, your main save. She will not help you out with the tower raid at all. So don't go to her and spend your money here unless you want something specific for your place in Villedor. Now something to keep in mind is that these bounties will actually give you hub tokens, which are the currencies that you use to buy things here. And they don't show them here, but they are the exact same amount in RP. So the daily bounties give you 300 RP, meaning you'll get 300 hub tokens. And for weekly bounties, it's 1400 RP, meaning you'll get 1400 hub tokens. So make sure you activate some of these bounties and get those hub tokens. She also has this kind of battle pass that will give you some cool and fun rewards. Although there's only like 2 rewards that I'm actually excited for, which are the Kwai Dagger and the Silenced Pistol. There's also a skin you can get at level 25, but I'm not really too excited about that. Now moving on to the last thing here, we got the Workbench. Here you can upgrade your weapons, your blueprints, pretty much everything that'll help you in tower raid. So yeah, pretty simple concept to understand here. Now up next we got the poster that'll take you to the tower raid. There are 3 types of tower raids. There's the quick tower raid, which is only 5 floors, and will take you between 25 to 30 minutes. Then there's the regular raid, which is 9 floors, and will take you about an hour. And lastly, we got the elite raid, which will give you 13 floors, and will take 75 to 90 minutes. Now, to start off, this will be nearly impossible for you to complete. It's very difficult, but as you keep going, as you keep progressing, you'll get better and better until you're able to complete these by yourself. Now, if you have a friend with you, this will make it so much easier, so you gotta have at least one friend. If you're looking for someone, feel free to look for them in my comments. But now to give you guys the basics. In Quick Raid, there are obviously 5 floors. There's 4 floors and a rooftop, so that's a total of 5. Now, completing each floor gives you a reward, and depending on the difficulty, will depict the reward. The only change will pretty much be the hub tokens at the end, as well as the RP and solo points you get. RP being, J points. Now on screen you can see the difficulties and how much you get from each floor as well as the ending. In other words, for completing these on these difficulties. Now as you guys can see, the higher the difficulty, the more the reward will be. I would not recommend doing this Nightmare Quick Raid. I tried it while also being pretty much overpowered, and it is really difficult. I would rather do hard or normal at the start and then move on to regular rather than do Nightmare. Now here we have the regular rewards along with the difficulties. Now I don't have all of them, only have the easy and normal, but if you follow my streams you'll pretty much find out what these rewards are. But for now, this is all I have. I might write these down in the comment section below, but for now these are all I have. Now, something to understand is that when you get into Tower Raid, you have specific loadouts. Now, you guys are probably asking, what is the best loadout? Now, for my personal preference, I would go with Toxic Bane. The reason why is that he's got a weapon that once charged can shoot 3 blasts of toxic effect. And it recharges pretty quickly, so it's pretty good. He also has medicine and medkits, as well as a trait of 25% increase in damage with one-handed melee weapon, so he's pretty much overpowered for any solo player. But the next best thing would be Dusk. He has a crossbow, a melee weapon, and a UV flashlight, which makes him very useful. I'd recommend using Toxic Bane, like having 2 people using Toxic Bane, and at least 1 person with Dusk. The other 2 characters aren't really all that great. I don't really see a use for them, but you can still rock them if you want. Now to start, you'll be going to the lobby where you can find scrap, honey, and some zombies. Obviously the scrap and honey will help you out in getting your weapon upgraded and getting your boosters, since your muscle and toughness boosters will cost honey to make, and only honey. Now to talk about the floors, they're pretty much just unique floors that you have to get through dealing with zombies, infected, and whatever other challenges you might face, and then getting to the roof. Now the roof, if you're playing on quick, will be 1 revenant, which you've got to kill in order to open up the airdrop and then escape. Now if you're playing regular, it'll be 2 revenants. And if you're playing elite, it'll be 2 revenants and a demolisher. And on every single floor, you get a modifier. It could be good, could be bad. It's all dependent on luck. And pretty much the main goal is to get through the floors, get to the roof, kill the main bosses, grab the loot, and then escape. So that's the basic concept of Tower Raid. Now just to give you guys some simple tips and simple tricks when doing these floors, here's what I recommend. Firstly, you need to have the boosters, the muscle and toughness boosters available, since these are game changers. And you got to find the regeneration boosters by yourself. Now next up, I recommend using Molotovs if you're trying to like push these giant cupboards or anything like that. Like anything that you got to do like an animation, I recommend throwing a Molotov down to help stop zombies from attacking you. This is very useful if you're doing this solo, but it's also useful when doing it with other people. You don't take damage from your Molotov, but your teammates do take a lot of damage from the Molotov, so keep that in mind whenever you're using them. Another tip is that if you find a charger, which you most likely will, you can use this move to stop them. The move is called Block Charge, and you can push them down and start hitting them instantly without having to hit them in the back. So this is very useful, and it's a quick way to deal with chargers. Next up, I recommend using throwing knives to deal with the bombers, or the suiciders, whatever you want to call them. And another thing I probably should have mentioned when explaining about the floors, if you find a big zombie that has like a key icon, whatever, above him, if you kill him and loot him, you'll get a key card that you can use at the end of the floor, if it's available, to open up a door and get loot, which will be a gun. It could be a pistol, a shotgun, an assault rifle, or an SMG. Now the pistol and the SMG you'll find in quick raids, but the shotgun and assault rifle you'll most likely find in regular and elite tower raids. Another tip I have is to either use Crowd Runner or Charger, or Charge I believe it's called, to get through the zombies. Another main tip is to use Toxic Bane's Toxic Effect, which will pretty much clear these virals out very easily. And yeah, that's pretty much all the tips and tricks that I got for you. If you guys have any other tips and tricks, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video if you found it useful, and make sure to subscribe to the channel because I will be posting more Tower Raid videos and helping you guys out. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.